Hello, my name is Slavomir and I will be teaching Administration of Operating Systems course. This course consists of two major parts. First one is Introduction to GNU Linux operating system and especially the command line interface. The command line interface is an alternative way of interacting with computers, where instead of using mouse to click buttons and move windows around, you are typing commands that tell computer what you want it to do. In general, it's less intuitive and harder to learn, but at the same time, significantly more powerful and especially for advanced users, much more flexible. In this course, we will be mostly using it for simple tasks, such as file manipulation, but we will also look at advanced concepts including shell scripting. The other part of the course is the actual administration of operating systems, and we will be looking at things like user management and installation and configuration of applications, especially from networking and security point of view. So we will be working with web servers, network file systems, firewalls, and similar. I assume you have access to course page in Blackboard, since this is probably where you have found this video. You may want to look at the course syllabus that is available there, especially at the course objectives part. The most important of those are skills and abilities. This is a very practical course where your aim is to acquire a skill that you will later be using in your future education and career. A tool, not an end goal in itself. This means that the key, as in learning any skill, is in repetition. It's not about memorizing everything, although there is a fair amount of information to memorize, but rather about becoming comfortable and proficient in doing things. One of the most important elements of the course will be lab assignments. You will have a chance to perform in practice in front of a computer the tasks you are learning about, hands-on, and see the results. However, those labs and exercises are just the beginning. It probably won't be enough. Show initiative, take responsibility for your own learning, and you will have much better results and a lot more fun. Also, learn to find information on your own. There is a lot of documentation about all the tools we will be using on the web. And even though some of the language that it's expressed in can be a little bit hard to understand at the beginning, if you learn to read those kinds of information, it's going to be an important skill for you in the future. Similarly, don't be afraid to collaborate with other students or ask questions to the staff. There are tools for doing that on the Blackboard. In order to emphasize the practical aspect, knowing how students prioritize things, we have decided, in addition to the theoretical exam, there will also be a practical one. The practical exam will be done in front of a computer. You will be given a number of tasks, and you will have to perform them within a given time limit. So it's not only required that you know how to perform the task, but also that you are proficient in actually doing so. One last thing I wanted to talk about in this video are the lectures. We will be using the flipped classroom concept. As I mentioned, the most interesting and important aspect of this course is the practical one. Still, in order to get there, you need to have the theoretical background. However, me standing in front of the classroom and talking is not necessarily the most efficient way of conveying that. If we think about division of learning tasks into some lower level ones like memorizations and some higher level ones, for example, understanding and applying the knowledge, it definitely makes sense to focus more of our time together on the latter ones and more of your individual study time on the former. Therefore, on the lectures, we will focus on the practical aspects such as discussions, demonstrations, and problem solving. This will, however, require you to prepare beforehand. There will be material such as lecture notes and videos on the Blackboard to support this, but it's still something that you will be responsible for. The benefit of this kind of approach for you is that I will have more time per student, which will allow me to better explain things, to answer questions, and to focus on topics that require more in-depth illustrations. The downfall for you is that I will have more time per student, so it will be harder for you to be passive and to hide in the crowd. However, overall, I'm pretty sure it will be a very positive experience. Thank you very much for watching and see you on the first lecture.